Sami Al-Arian is the director of the Center for Islam and Global Affairs at Istanbul Sabahattin Zaim University. Sami, the fact that the IAEA has just done this, which is a rare move, does that show you that actually Iran's position regarding its nuclear program is much harder than even maybe the Americans imagine?
Well, it seems to me that this is an attempt by an international agency to politicize what's going on today in Muscat, Oman, and in Europe. We have negotiations regarding the nuclear program of Iran between the United States and Iran. The United States does not want Iran to have enrichment capability, which is actually guaranteed in the NPT treaty for those who sign it. And therefore, they're trying to put as much pressure on Iran, both militarily and politically, and now with the IAEA, in order to reach that conclusion. And I believe that's going to fail as well.
Would Donald Trump be almost better advised to go back to the original deal? His issue with that one was that it didn't include Iran's ballistic missiles. And so he pulled the Americans out. But he may be overcomplicating matters here, mightn't he?
I don't think he mentioned three issues, but these issues are not part of the current negotiations. No one is talking about the ballistic program. No one is talking about their support for the Palestinian resistance groups. The whole thing now is about enrichment. Donald Trump has been deceived by the Israelis. He thought that this is a cakewalk, that this is an easy negotiations in which he can pressure Iran, and has been doing that since 2017. But it hasn't worked. In fact, what we have today is an enrichment program that reached over 60%, which means that it backfired on him. Now, it's very difficult for him, it seems to me, to walk back and agree to an enrichment program, which is, again, guaranteed by the treaties that Iran has signed. On the other hand, you have Israel, who actually has nuclear weapons, who actually did not sign the NPT, and no one is talking about Israel. Let's also be mindful of the fact that when this treaty, NPT, became permanent in 1995, it was based on the conditions and the promise by Western countries, primarily the United States, that in due course, and they were talking about within 5 to 10 years, Israel would be brought into this agreement. That's the only condition that they guaranteed, so that Egypt, which was the last member to sign, would sign. But today we have 30 years later, no one is talking about the program in Israel. No one is talking about the nuclear capability of Israel. And yet everybody is ganging up on Iran, the one country that says it's not interested in developing any nuclear power, any nuclear bomb. They have no evidence whatsoever that it has actually built a bomb or on the way to building a bomb, and yet what they want to do is to strip it from all capabilities to have nuclear power in order to please Israel.
Yeah, the NPT, just to help the viewers in case they need the help, the Non-Proliferation Treaty. Sami, if these talks fail, how likely do you think it is that the Americans or maybe even the Israelis will bomb Iranian nuclear facilities?
Now, what's happening today and this week says that there are probably three possible scenarios. The first scenario is that this is, again, another attempt through psychological warfare by the United States and Israel in order to convince Iran that they're going to lose so much if they do not sign according to the conditions set by Israel and the United States, which is basically to strip them from their enrichment capability. And I think that's going to fail. I think the supreme leader of Iran has already said that this is a non-negotiable, and Iran has made it clear that this is not acceptable. The second possible scenario is that this is a leak by the United States in order to frustrate or stymie any attempt by Israel to hit Iran, because it's not in the interest at all of the United States to bomb Iran, because the fallout on the global economic situation would be severe. It will be a huge blow to Trump's economic program and his internal domestic agenda. The third possibility, and I put them in descending order, is that this is possibly an attempt by Israel to take opportunity of what's going on, put pressure through its Zionist lobby on the United States to at least hit as much as possible of nuclear facilities of Iran. But I don't believe that is the case right now. I don't think the United States will give them the green light, and I don't think they can do it alone or do it without the approval, the specific approval of the United States.
Sami, thank you so much indeed for the analysis. Sami Al-Arian.
Thank you.